What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part lucky number 13 of my Total Warhammer 3 Vilitch the Curseling Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, after vassalizing the Heralds of the Tempest and Kolek, we sighted the next of the Chaos Warriors' old guard, i.e. ARCHAON. He has come south to fight the Dolgan, and upon vassalizing the Dolgan, we decided to immediately declare war upon him. This means that he is now in range for Vilitch to have a fight against, which we will be dropping into very shortly. In fact, since we'll be fighting ARCHAON, we'll probably want to apply some of our skill points. Vilitch, be quiet. Let's go for Deadly Blade and Foe Seeker for you. And let's just see about the spells here. We have very limited points remaining, so we do want to be careful about that. Though that said, assuming that we ignore the blue line completely, especially as there's nothing in the first, well, the spoilers isn't bad for the extra money and devoted to chaos, I suppose, but only if we have points left over. I guess we'll just keep going for Blade Shield and discard Vet and Moonmaker. Might as well make Vilitch even harder to kill. Necessary? No, but just for fun. Alrighty, you enjoy that, Vilitch, and Hexus the Black. What do you got? You got 2 points to use. We have Transmutation of Lead nearly maxed out. Plague of Rust upgraded may be useful against ARCHAON in particular. Warrior Wizard, but you are going to be on your Chaos War Shrine since there isn't anybody else to be a War Shrine carrier in this particular army. So Warrior Wizard may not be that helpful. I still feel like we're probably going to go Spellslinger, but I'm still going to hold off on it. Let's get Final Transmutation for now, so we have all the spells available should we come to need them in this particular battle. And then lastly, Grog. Grog. You have the some or two of the paths to glory that we need, but not all of them. In fact, in that light, I think what I want to do is, first of all, wait, Glugmir, go here, go to Igram's army. Demahar. You and Glugmir are basically identical, except Glugmir is now a higher level. I think what we're going to do is we're probably going to delete you. Why? Just to make room to keep making new ones. But eventually we'll come across one that's really, really good and enough to replace the one that Vilitch currently has. I would really like that. What do you have? Iron Skin and Mage Hunter, Ward Save and Corrupted? No, not good enough. Not good enough. There will be more, I'm sure. And Diabolic Splendor, I'll recruit you, but I'm just gonna take a look and then delete you after. You have, yeah, your stuff is trash as well. Well, not trash perhaps, but certainly not good enough. Not to worry, many more of those will be replaced. I want to keep it at 4 out of 5 until we get essentially the perfect one. Also, Zhao Ming is in range of Shangyang, so perhaps we want to recruit a couple of things. Let's get another aspiring champion in here, or an aspiring champion in here, and a Marauder unit. And there we go. Now, I haven't decided what to do with your army, or I suppose exactly with your army yet, though you are going to be very fiery. It could be a very ranged heavy army, I suppose, though we do have, once again, limited numbers that we can take in terms of the demonic units, but we shall see. I suppose we can replace the Screamers with Chaos Feral Manticores, though they wouldn't be nearly as good on the walls. I'll think about it. Also, hopefully Clanish and get some better stuff so we can replace these Warp Fire Throwers with something even deadlier. And especially if we're going to replace the Screamers or the other, or two of the other Pink Horrors with Flamers of Tzeentch anyway, which we will. So yeah, that'll be your army. You may go a little bit more monstrous, or you may be a little bit more Forsaken-y. But I'm not decided on that one yet. Alrighty, well, regardless, I think that you have plenty of units, and that should be enough to defend against Zhao Ming, though he himself will be a problem for this. Do we want the Chaos Trolls? I think we can hold off for now. It'll be fine. Alrighty, that looks like it's more or less good to me. Wulrich Chimerax, I actually completely forgot about you. You also have Iron Skin, but Mage Hunter and Eldritch Roar. Again, you're kind of similar to the other guy. You'd be good at assassinating jerks, but otherwise kind of meh. Actually, wait, now that I'm reminded, Farmort, you have nothing that benefits Chosen. You have only that Chaos Knight benefit, eh? So neither one of you can do anything about that, but you, to be fair, don't do anything about either of those either. You just have Iron Skin, which is why we got you, though you do have that Eldritch Aura, which is nice. So I suppose we could keep you, at least for now, but maybe delete you later. Put you in here, just to give that particular army the Eldritch Roar, or this one. Neither of them have... Oh, actually, you do have Eldritch Roar. Okay, so the other one then. Alrighty, that works for me, and let's just level up Egrim as well, just in case Jiao Ming comes to fight. We will want to get... We will want to be able to drop spells down, but because you're a Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Fire, we do have to be careful with that. As it isn't great, at least not on wall defenses until we can get those piercing bolts. We could get Dominating Presence instead, but you know what? Let's instead get Cascading Fire Cloak and Flaming Sword. At least get some spammable spells for you. There you go. That'll help with the defense. Alright, that looks good enough to me. Let's get to fighting with ARCHAON, shall we? The Twisted Twins are about to fight the Ever-Chosen. Alright, here we are, and yeah, really shouldn't have been in March stance there, ARCHAON. I wish we could steal his Hell Cannon. That would be nice as well, though maybe we can. It's just that we need one less unit in here. Now, what do you have, by the way? You have Chaos Knights, you have the Swords of Chaos, which we could have had as well. Some Hellstriders, but otherwise, the army isn't too threatening, other than, of course, ARCHAON himself. I'd love to steal his Razor Standard, though. Let's see if we can make that happen. Also, his stats, 88, 78, 619. So they're higher, basically, in every way. But his barrier is lower. And, well, to be fair, he also has some massive increases to his fighting prowess. I'll be interested to see him versus Vilitch. I feel like ARCHAON should, in theory, be stronger, but in practice, we shall see, after he gets hit with a couple treasons of Tzeentch and a few other things. Get to it.
These weaklings are no match for my mental acuity and my brother's wrath.
Alrighty, one weakling in particular is the weakling that we have to contend with here. ARCHAON, the Ever-Chosen. Now nice, 666 weapon strength currently, and for some reason using his channeling staff. I can't imagine why the AI would have activated this right now. Could he have cast something all the way from here? I don't think so. And the spells that he has in particular wouldn't be useful here, so in short, I don't know. Maybe the AI just wanted to pop an item because it could. Anyway, our army is arrayed in a very simple formation and is going to head straight to the enemy. We do have to, however, hit that Hell Cannon as fast as possible, which is what our flyers are going to do. Fortunately, the enemy army has no answer to flyers as they have only one unit of range. This is a unit of Marauder Horsemen. Honestly, if Kairos was on the field, he could kill ARCHAON's army by himself quite easily, and just by flying overhead and casting spells upon them. I suppose if we get a couple Lords of Change in Vilitch's army, and I don't know if we will, but maybe just for the fun of it, then they could apply that sort of thing. Just taking a quick look at ARCHAON here. Dorgar looking real nice. And there we go. Battle is more or less joined. The pink cores will open up by annoying the enemy with their fires, and the Hell Cannon shots flying overhead, landing in the middle of our pink cores. Nice shot there. As the Hell Cannons have terrible aim. Gotta praise the gunners there. And there we go, our flyers have already landed and should be able to kill the Chaos Dwarfs operating the thing quite quickly. It's activated blood to try to get away from us, but I don't imagine that's going to be very effective against the Doom Knights because of their speed and damage. Anyway, it looks like Vilitch has found himself a possibly worthy opponent here, though it does look like there's a lot of enemies around ARCHAON. ARCHAON's called for help, but then we can call our Forsaken to deal with the enemy Chaos Warriors, while the two continue to duke it out. That said, ARCHAON is a considerably lower level than Vilitch, so I don't imagine that he stands much of a chance. Also, the Forsaken and the Spawn are a little bit in the way, but some swordsmen or some Chaos Knights come in to help as well. Stop separating the duelists. I do wish that ARCHAON wasn't, like, right in the center of the enemy formation when it made the duel a little bit easier. But hey, they're still whacking away at each other, even with the occasional little bit of interference. And honestly, oh wow, he sent Vilitch flying there, but in terms of damage, ARCHAON's lost his shields and has taken a blow or two, whereas Vilitch is still at half shield. So looking pretty good. That said, ARCHAON does hit a little bit harder and defends about equally with Vilitch right now, though damn, that charge bonus, 122. Quite nice. Ah, damn, I lost sight of Vilitch. And he's got a little bit more armor as well. Vilitch has like no charge bonus, but considering he moves at a 35 speed, yeah. As I've been saying, it's basically impossible to reposition Vilitch anywhere. Just set him straight at the enemy and hope he reaches them in time. Alrighty, some Marauders here taking tons and tons of shots from our pink horse while getting exploded by our spawn and attacked by our Forsaken. I love being able to see the glowing eyes and claws of the Forsaken as they move in, and especially on a dark map. Over on the sides here, the enemy has moved in quite a lot of its Chaos Knights, so we will have to counter that. The Swords of Chaos in particular are a fairly scary unit, and we don't want them to do too much damage. As such, we've retargeted them specifically with our pink horrors rather than wasting their shots on pathetic Marauders, and have sent in our Severed Claw, our anti-large aspiring champion specialist, to deal with them. Normally, I feel like I'd be sending the Severed Claw at the enemy lord, but here, ARCHAON's busily dueling Vilitch, so we might as well leave it to him. War Shrine also moving around in the background. Don't want to get it too deep into the enemy formation, as obviously, once again, the thing is just too vulnerable. Many spawn around ARCHAON. And the treason of Tzeentch going down, and you gotta love all the Tzeentch and spells effects. And that should be a pretty significant debuff in the center here. ARCHAON, in the meantime, taking another hit. Vilitch still not down in terms of his barrier, so it's not looking so good for the old Ever-Chosen. I wonder what the defeat trait for... Oh, wait. Doesn't he have a terrible defeat trait? It's something like immunity to psychology or something? Which would be pretty awful for a Chaos Force, generally speaking. I mean, I suppose if you're using, like, Empire troops or a bunch of Marauders, sure, but... Oh, wait, it's not even... Is it even army immunity to psychology, or is it just for your lord? I could be wrong, though. Maybe the trait is something different, or it's been changed, or something like that. We'll see. I just remember being in... Maybe in Total Warhammer 1, and maybe in Total Warhammer 2, being quite disappointed with the trait that ARCHAON offers. The difference in traits for defeating certain lords is just kind of shocking. Also, I do feel like the more, you know, lorefully impossible it might be to actually defeat a lord, the better their trait should be. Although if you do that, then some lords would have a massive advantage. But to be fair, some lords already have a massive advantage in terms of defeat traits. Alrighty, and it looks like ARCHAON wants no more. Does seem to have landed a couple blows on Vilitch, but we can simply pop Regenerating Flesh to get that back up and running. That said, he dropped to basically no HP, while Vilitch himself did, lose maybe 25%? So the win is there. Otherwise, his army, as we saw, was pretty quick to collapse, and... to be fair, there were way too many basic Marauders in here. Really, after that one unit of Aspiring Champions and the Chose, or the Chaos Warriors rather, plus the Chaos Knights, that was it. So there really wasn't that much to contend with here, other than ARCHAON himself and the Chaos Knights. But still, it was a fun little battle. Vilitch is gonna try to knock ARCHAON down with a few blue fires, but because of the way that he is on the ground, these things have a tendency to not really hit anything. Haven't really been having great use out of the blue fires with Vilitch in particular. Conversely, or compared to Kairos, who does get great use out of them. So another possible reason to get a, yeah, wow, why, so damn many missed. So damn many, and they just can't kill ARCHAON. He doesn't even have spell resistance, though he does have a 15% ward save. Anyway, no need to chase the enemies around, as he was in March stance, and thus his army has defeated. A decisive victory for Vilitch, and a nice little duel. Well, the battle itself looked to be easy enough, though unfortunately we couldn't steal that damn Razor Standard. A real shame about that. And ARCHAON did fight Vilitch and did hit him a couple of times, doing a tiny bit of damage. Of course, Vilitch just healed right up with his Chalice of Chaos at the end. We will be, I would think, fighting ARCHAON again. Hopefully he'll be a little bit higher level by then, and perhaps a little bit stronger, not in March stance, because, yeah, he didn't really have much of a chance against Vilitch there. Anyway, we are going to, souls and money or healing. The thing is, there's another one of his armies right beside us, and it may attack us. Yeah, you know what, let's heal this one. At the end of the day, the 2,000 souls or whatnot is not that big of a deal. And we can't reach this army, unfortunately. Hopefully it stays close enough so that we can at least ambush it or something along those lines. Ally mission successful, good free channeling staff, and we have gotten, for defeating ARCHAON, melee attack when fighting various types of Warriors of Chaos, Demons of Chaos, and Norska, which actually helps us as we acquire more vassals, and then the spell resistance and physical resistance, which is not too bad. I think our spell resistance is very low, though our physical is quite high. I'm actually surprised that your spell resistance isn't naturally a little bit higher there, Vilitch. You would think that a strong mage would have natural magic resistance just by virtue of counter spells and that sort of thing, but what do I know? Blade Shield on you, and let's go with Deadly Onslaught, Scattered Veteran, Moonmaker. Scarred Veteran, Scattered Veteran. I mean, the HP doesn't help you that much right now. To be fair, it's not like you have a mount, so your HP is not super high, so you'd be getting, what, 370 extra for 2 points? Not 100% sure whether it's worth it. You know what, let's go for Woundmaker for now. Probably will still get that, but honestly, Thick Skin might actually be the better pick here, because your armor at 90 isn't all that high either. Though we do still have some leeway in terms of points, and I might want to get something else through the red line as well. Maybe get Vilitch a couple Lords of Change or something like that. Along those lines, anyway. Also, let's max out Final Transmutation, or Transmutation of Lead first, because it combines with Treason of Tzeentch, so that we can do Treason, Transmutation, and Treason. In theory, if we wanted to. And then Grog, you leveled up again a couple of times. Let's get you more training, let's get you hard to hit, and, well, we will still probably replace you at some point, but at least you're buffing up our Chosen for now, so you stay, buddy. You stay. Okie dokie, now, I believe that's it for Vilitch. There is a Tech Thief to move. You have 8 turns left. You know what, just stick around. I want you to keep an eye on what's going on out here. Also, who is this again? The Cool. I take it we can vassalize them, but I assume they're the vassals of ARCHAON, yes? Yes, so we'll need to actually take over their stuff until we can reach their vassal location, which I'm not entirely sure where it is. Also, Ice Spewer. Why hasn't it been taken by Grimgor? I would tell him to take it, but the thing is, he's doing a pretty good job destroying Goldtooth right now, and maybe he'll deal with that once that's done. Yeah. Okay, we'll leave him to it then. Okie dokie. Anybody else? For this turn, Barbros, you, my friend, are at Baleful Hills, and you are stuck here for a while, potentially. We do want to move, but I'm not entirely sure which direction we go. On the one hand, we want to destroy the western provinces, but on the other hand, how many territories does this little faction got? It's got 6. Okay, so it's fairly big. What about this faction? You are called what? Jade Custodians. You have 1 territory, so by destroying Shilong, we can prevent them from making any more armies. You know what? I think that's the that's going to be the goal here. So you, regardless of the danger this may potentially put you in, as there are other armies nearby, you're going to head to Shilong. Let's see if we can't take it. I think I have to be a little bit more careful with this army. Got to remember that it, well, let's just say it isn't as strong as Vilitch's. Nowhere near so. But hey, we'll see if we can't take this as well. And maybe these guys will try to come back to reclaim the Baleful Hills rather than annoying Snitch, as I would still like to have a reasonably powerful couple of vassals. Now, I believe that's it. We've done all the buildings we need to do. We've attacked ARCHAON, so let's go next and let's see if Theocold runs. Though I do expect that he absolutely will. Too bad we can't go into ambush, but we might as well go into channeling then. max out those numbers. Oh, you know what I should have done with the Tech Thief? I should block this army instead of moving him away. Nah, we'll block him next turn as he tries to run. That'll work too, I'm sure. Skip the rest of this, pass the glory, etc., etc., and go next. You know, I feel like certain duels should open the eye of chaos just in general. You know what, drawing the eyes of the gods, like defeating ARCHAON and defeating Kolek the first time. All of those, in my opinion, should probably turn the eyes of the gods upon you, especially defeating ARCHAON. In fact, there should be a special consequences for all the Warriors of Chaos for defeating ARCHAON. Kind of surprised that that wasn't part of the DLC. Anyway, you, Vilitch, you're gonna get to Floating Mountain. Settlement besieged Xiangyang. Yes, we expected that. Imminent rebellion at the Forests of the Moon. Yeah, we're gonna need to trade that away, won't we? Alright, Haute Couture again. Okay, well, Slaanesh is up and coming, I guess. Let's get you Floating Mountain, and then we'll move towards Aecold, though these two might attack us together, which wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. Auto-resolve this garbage. And Gift to Vassal, the Dolgan. It has marble, but we don't really care about the marble that much. That decreases construction cost faction-wide for a little while, doesn't it? Oh wait, does it have marble? Ah, we can always gift it to the Dolgan and then ask for it back afterwards. Fine, give it to the Dolgan. Hey, we got a Book of Ashur as well. Not too bad, not too bad. Got a Chaos Chariot, though I think we'll keep you off it because you're fragile enough as it is, buddy. Sorry. Back to Chaos Steed for you. Floating Mountain, Challenge Stone. Yeah, this will make the Dolgan a little bit more powerful. The USAC are terrible, so we might as well power up at least one of our allied factions. And then Tech Thief, block this army, if you could manage it. You cannot manage it. Alright, so he's just gonna keep running, isn't he? Coward. Coward! You witnessed ARCHAON fall, and now you refuse to get revenge? Are you guys raiding our vassals? What are you doing? Non-aggression pact. Wait, so I've noticed this in a few campaigns. You can't vassalize the beastmen? Kind of odd. You would think that the Chaos Warriors would have the ability to do so. I feel like if the entire war herd saw you rip Kazarak into tiny little pieces, they would probably follow you. I'm just saying. But anyway, Shilong, let's head towards you. And I know this will mean the destruction of Baleful Hills, but honestly, I don't care that much about it. Let it go. Also, ooh, what I don't like is all this happening out here. Tzeentch, I really don't want to waste income on this. But I feel like somebody needs to deal with you guys. The USAC are coming, but they're taking their sweet time. A full stack attacking Xingpo here may see our allies' capital destroyed. You know what? How long would it take to move the? How long would it take to move the outpost? I'm tempted to move it to Jiangxi instead. Although it's not going to be that much better at defending itself. I've never tried to move an outpost before. Move this outpost to another, so this will cost the same amount as constructing, but will it cost the same amount of time? It doesn't say anything about time, damn it. And Jiangxi might get attacked by 1, 2, 3 stacks after Nongchang is dead. Ugh, I don't like any of these potential locations. You know what we need to do? Okay, I got an idea. Here's what we'll do. We are going to diplomacy. We are going to give you. Wait, where are you? Where are you, Snitch? Slaanesh. Diplomacy. You can have. You can have Kunlan. Yes. And we will balance off. Well, I guess we'll ask for some cash because, well, you can't join war. There's nothing here. Yeah. Screw that. Wait. They're not fighting the rebels. Oh, that's not a bad thing. Okay, well, you can have Kunlan, because we're not doing anything with it. And yeah, we could give it to our allies, but nah. And by our allies, I mean the USAC. But this gives them a full province. Then, with you having this, maybe move the outpost to here instead. Granted, it is still in danger from all these armies, but maybe. Now, let's see. I want to see if this is possible. So, war coordination... Outpost, move outpost to Kunlan. It seems like the safest place. And it's on this nice little, like, fortress-like hill. Move outpost, yes. It takes 5 turns, oh damn. And that's quite a long time. Yeah, well, either this will work or it won't. I have a feeling it's gonna get destroyed. We could march stance back up here, but what would that give us? Probably not much, to be perfectly honest. Also, if we attack the Bridge of Heaven, yeah, you know what, go to the Bridge of Heaven just for the free XP, and then move down to Shilong afterwards. They can retake all this, but this is all XP for our army and souls and whatnot. We can in fact raise it for extra souls. Yeah, you know what, raise it, screw it. We'll have somebody reclaim these territories. And then, considering how far you've moved, you should be able to take Shilong afterwards. Warband recruitment is garbage here, unfortunately, and we cannot channel, which is a little bit unfortunate as well, considering the Winds of Magic are dropping. You still have that Scroll of Blast, eh? Which I'm not super fond of. Although, wait. If we give you the Ruby Ring of Ruin, you could use the Scroll of Blast and the Ruby Ring at the same time. Like, you are a Chaos Lord of Tzeentch. We could do the same for you, for example, and you're a Chaos Lord of Fire. You know what? I kind of like that idea. I never use the Ruby Ring of Ruin because it's kind of garbage, but between you two, why not get a bunch of fire spells for free here? Odd as it may seem. And you know what? Let's give you a spell shield as well as, well, there aren't any real hand weapons to give you, are there? Okie dokie, just stay as you are. You can have a Crown of Command, though. Actually, no, you can have a Pendant of Slaanesh. And just for fighting, potentially. And I do wonder how long these guys are going to siege for. We do have a decent amount of troops remaining, but that is a full stack. I don't know what the heck Tzeentch is doing. Why is he trying to move over here? There's nothing there. Your interior territories are threatened, man. Also, while the outpost isn't moved, is it still providing... It is not still providing... Oh. Well, you know what? Wait, what? Huh. Oh, that's interesting. It did move immediately. Huh, it moved immediately, it's just that it went down a level. Oh, I thought it would take 5 turns to move, but that's not the case. Okie dokie, well, I like that better. Though the garrison's still non-existent, but yeah, I definitely like that better. Just move that. Shingpo is probably dead, because I assume these guys are going to go for the capital, since they didn't go after Village of the Moon or Celestial Monastery. Okay. Wish I didn't have to babysit our frickin' allies. Tech Thief, time for you to move, buddy. And you are one of the tech thieves that returned, and you actually need to go steal some tech, so start going to annoy the Darklands orcs. Wulrich Chimerax, was I not going to delete you? I think, wait, you deleted the other guy, and this guy I was ambivalent about. Let's see what we got here. Open eyes, trash, but... Well, let's get you on the field just to see what you got. Yeah, meh. I mean, if one of these had all 3 stats perfect, I might keep them regardless of the fact that the main stat or the main trait is not great. But anyway, Stone Sky Mountains, Fortress of Oz, everything here is looking good to me. We need to keep an eye on which things are going to get upgraded shortly, though, and it's none of them at the current time. Now, though Shangyang will, but it's under siege. Though, fortunately, we do have the tower, so at least we have slightly improved tower projectiles, but not the raw energy ones, so still quite dangerous there. Okie dokie. And I believe that's it, yes? Egram, you can't move. You are suffering quite a lot of attrition, and we skip the rest of this outpost, Path to Glory, etc., etc. Ooh, wait. Whose outpost? You know what? Diplomacy, war coordination. And wait, we got ally missions as well. Ally missions, let's go for Jiao Ming, likely to happen. And Blessed Dread, ally missions, Mingfan and Yong Gongsun. You are really far, aren't you? Let's try this one. I don't think either one's gonna happen, but whatever. And wait, you have another mission, eh? Who's likely to get killed? Cormac. We're gonna try to chase you down, whoever you are. Let's go for you. Alrighty, next up... Wait, what? Grimgore's Ardboy's mission now came up. Did it come up after we accepted that one? Am I crazy, or am I seeing things? Okay, no new ones came up. I need to take another look at that. Outpost, good. Outpost, not so good for the Dolgan. Dolgan, your only safe territory is the Volary right now, though it isn't your capital. But I think we'll skip this for now, even though it'll give you extra money. This is good. Grim Warzard, boys, yeah, let's upgrade this. And Eshin and Blessed Dread are good. Blessed Dread, I assume you still don't want a defensive alliance. Warheart of the One Eye wants a non-aggression pact, though they are raiding our territories, or our friends' territories, which may... They may start hating each other. Oh, and there's tolerance there, too. But we have no way to give them settlement, so there's no real need for this. Trade settlement, or trade agreement, no. Defensive alliance, no. And... military alliance. 3.9, it's getting there. It's getting there. We could, in fact, give them the money, but that's basically all of our cash right now, so let's say not right now, shall we? Alrighty, let's go next turn. Yet again, and let's see if we can't chase down some more Warriors of Chaos, or other Warriors of Chaos. Warhost of the Apocalypse Warriors of Chaos. Alright, Eshin, you gonna lose that capital? I can still see Qingpo on the map, but perhaps not for much longer. Alright, yeah, that guy just completely ran away. Alright, well, I guess we're headed down to the Plains of Zanbaijin. Wait, is Plains of Zanbaijin a fortress? Yeah, it should be. And this will not vassalize the Cool as yet, unfortunately. Alright, well, we'll get to work on it. Teleport stance reduction for Vilitch. Vilitch. Alright, so two things. You, Tech Thief, are going to move forward and keep an eye on what's going on back here. I want to see. Alright, Cormac, you are quite near, but we can probably move safely in march stance as long as we're on this side of the map. So, Vilitch, you're gonna go right there. Cormac can't reach you. And we'll stay in our own territory for the tiny amount of heals. Don't even need to, really. Just stay here so this guy can't attack you. Then again, he won't, and I would really love to reach Plains of Zanbaijin by the start of next turn. You know what? If he dares to attack you, he dares to attack you. Let him try. Also, what is this? Oh, there's a Chaos Giant Regiment of Renown. Neat. Bilious Thunderguff. Interesting. 263. Oh, right. It's the AI's cheating cost reduction. I always get surprised when I see the AI's unit costs. Alright, you're good, you're good, you're good. Let's see what's going on down here. Barbaros.
Chaos awaits.
And they haven't attacked Baleful Hills somehow, but we will siege Shilong. They have not attacked Qingpo. Are you kidding me? They're going to Kunlan, aren't they? Wait, continue the siege for a second. I want to see what's going on up here. You gotta be kidding me. We just moved the outpost. Though this army is headed towards them, it's made of garbage Skaven slaves and it won't even slow them down. Kunlan at least has walls, but now... Yeah, Kunlan should be able to defend itself. And... please don't tell me we need to send it... Wow, you've also lost City of Shigengan. That was our City of Shigengan, and when I say our, I mean our allies, but damn. You know, the nearness of the Spirit of the Jungle is making me think we may need to build walls at Weijin. Which I'm not particularly happy with, but what can you do? If we get rid of the Fighter's Lodge, though, we will no longer have capacity to continue building Exalted Warriors of Chaos. Although this one army by itself probably won't be able to do anything, but Nikai's probably running around. Man, these essentially taken all the middle territories through the Blessed Dread's territory. And yet they will not become our vassals. Though they... not even for Weijin. You disappoint me. I guess they really need to lose Lokir Felhart's army. Hopefully he'll reclaim all that without us having to do it all for him. Anyway, let us, I guess, auto-resolve this, because this looks like a easy fight. Yeah, there's barely anything in there. We'll probably take some damage, but I don't see any enemies nearby, so I think we're okay. We could raise it for souls, we could sack it for money. At the end of the day, it probably won't make too much of a difference. Although, maybe we start saving up souls for when the eye opens, because if we don't get items, we could do that thing where we pick stuff. As in the 75% cost reduction, and then get a bunch of demons into the roster. There is potential there. And we would need potentially more souls for it, especially since we can't make this a Dark Fortress. Alright, you know what, screw it, raise it. Raise it, and a Chaos War Shrine for Barbros, and a Disc of Tzeentch, and a Chaos Steed. Everybody gets mounts today. But you, my friend, are not going to sit on that Chaos War Shrine. It's a terrible idea. Not the Lord. Too dangerous. Alrighty, well, keep raising territories, start moving this way. I'm going to ignore these guys for now, and this should have destroyed this faction, should it not have? As in, not completely, but their armies should start suffering attrition because they have no home territory. It might mean that they try to attack the nearest one, because the AI is generally programmed to act like that, but we'll see exactly what it does. I'm really hoping that the Western provinces aren't waiting for another stack to come in and help. Also, are you able to do anything to this? You try assaulting those units and you might die. Well, if you die, we'll get a replacement for you. Failure. Well, free XP is free XP. Tech Thief. Going after the Darklands Orcs, and you shall continue. Oh wow, the chance to succeed is quite low. It's actually quite a bit higher here at the Eagle Ares, so let's go there. Failure again. Oh, come on, Tech Thief, come on. And also, what the heck are you doing? It's making me uncomfortable. They don't want that non-aggression pack nearly so much now. Yeah, this is the problem with even owning territories like this. I'm tempted to just give Blizzard Peak away. You own Saber Mountain. No, wait. Grimgor owns Saber Mountain, because we could give it to Grimgor. I don't want to give everything to Grimgor, though. And, oh, this guy went past us. Oh, that's interesting. I'll watch him kill Kolek and take this for himself. I doubt it, though. Kolek's army is trash, perhaps, but his garrison is not, especially once our stuff is in there. I take it you don't have an army, so Dragon's Death will probably fall. Whatever. We want to get the Plains of Zanbaijin anyway. Let's ignore the rest of this. Let us take a quick look here, but I think we've taken a look at the buildings anyway, so let's skip it all, and let's go next turn. Right now. I'm kind of curious to see what you do. And I'd really love for Jiao Ming to attack right now. Come on, do it, buddy, do it. I love a defensive siege against Cathay, because I don't think we've... I think we did in the early game, like right at the start, but we haven't seen one lately. And they're going towards this newly taken territory, but hopefully we can reclaim it. I mean, it's not ours, technically, anyway, it's our vassals. And it looks like the Western provinces did not decide to siege us or attack us. Now what do we have here? First of all, shenanigans. Tzeentch clouds are in your foes nearby, or your foes' minds, rather making your troops near impossible to detect. Greatly reduced chance of being detected while in ambush. Ambush success chance was 50. Attribute stock for all armies. Lord of Change +1. Trance of Conjury. Winds of Magic cost -50. Reduction, and that's pretty strong, but I really don't think our armies really need the buffs right now. They're quite strong already. I mean, I suppose when fighting shortly we might, but we can acquire things like Lords of Change via the Gifts of Choice, can't we? You know what, I feel like we just go for Gifts of Choice. I really would have preferred more items, but it's okay. We are going to go to Gift of Choice, and then we're going to go start going through this. You are Whirling Destruction, you are Tides of Magic. Tides of Magic, we're going to swap you out. First off, for, let's say, Winged Watchers while we're here. Yeah. Let's go Winged Watchers first, or do we want to go for the Soul Grinders first? I'm just wondering what we want in Vilitch's army in particular. Because only one of them will probably be able to go twice. Do we want 2 Lords of Change, or do we want another? You know what, I feel like we go for the Soul Grinder, because we lack range damage right now. Select to replace. And then that'll be for 1 turn. Raider's Raiment. We can replace you with the Hell Cannon thing, can we not? War Shrine, no, Hell Cannon, here it is, yeah, we'll do this. Hell Cannon now. Alright, and we'll obviously keep Ruinous Bulwark and Whirling Destruction. Okay, I just gotta remember that Whirling Destruction's down here. I believe everything else is fine as it is. We have the Warp Flame, we just lost a few not super necessary things. Okay, Vilitch, looks like they ran away from the Plains of Zanbaijin. They just don't want to fight us, do they? I guess it's another free Dark Fortress. Can't complain, I suppose. And we will occupy this place. And there we go. Is there no special building at Zanbaijin? That's kind of weird. You'd think that there would be a landmark there. Okay. Collect income, or actually, Tech Thief. Block this army so they can't run. And Bleeding Spire, and aha, there it is, the Writhing Fortress. You are not only the capital of ARCHAON, but also this will vassalize the Cool. So we could just ignore these two territories, head out from the Stark Fortress to vassalize them, and then keep moving towards the Crystal Spires this way. Okie dokie. We're getting there. This should increase our vassal capabilities. And Kolek, what are you doing? You're gonna reclaim Ice Spewer. You know what? I should have manually told Kolek to attack Cold. Oh well. We'll do it next time. Tech Thief. Don't fail this time. You unlocked the Path of Glory and you succeeded. You don't need the Chaos Steed. What, you think you get a reward after succeeding once after failing like 10 times? No. That's not how it works, buddy. Not in Vilitch's Warriors of Chaos. Woolric, you can try to assault units again, though I expect a failure. Okay, never mind. It was not a failure. It was probably not a lot of damage, but he succeeded. In fact, let's go Specialist for you. And maybe we could try that again. This guy's gonna keep sieging. And then we might as well keep assaulting his units. And while we're here as well, though we are very much quickly running out of time, what do you have? Ooh, hello. You could be a field agent. Slaughter or strength assault units an additional 10%. Yeah, you know what? I think we'll keep you as a field agent, mind you. Yeah, we don't care about these. Corruptor. Ah, man. If only he had the thing that increases his capability of damaging units. Or wounding. There is a wounding one. Oh well. You can move down here. And we probably don't need to bother summoning you because you have a garbage main trait. At the very least, we now have an army to wound enemy, or not wound enemy, assault enemy units. And now, Barbaros. First of all, oh, these guys have come to reclaim their territory. We'll destroy them. And I want to see... Ah, they are moving to Kunlan. Interesting. I'll resolve that, please. Okay, you're doing good, buddy, but you know what? Let's heal you up, and we're going to need to heal you further. In fact, I'm almost tempted to claim Bridge of Heaven just to heal up here. Because we're right beside it. And we can't go into encamp stance. It might be the faster way to do this. And just trade it off to somebody. You know what? I think that's what we'll do. Colonize the place. Yeah, just stay here for a little while. Maybe you can swap out some units at some point if you need to. But once again, this feels faster. Also, anything good here? No. What about Grimgor? He has got no Arachnaroks available. It'd be nice to have a couple of Arachnaroks, I suppose, though probably not at the cost of Skaven units. Blessed Dread. We can get Blackguard if we wanted to, but why would we when we can just get chosen with halberds? Yeah, the rest of this is and Usak, you still can't build mammoths, the one thing I want from the Norskins. Oh, game. Also, you guys... I fear that you're gonna get attacked from every direction now. A little bit concerned about all this. Hopefully you don't lose Kunlan after we gave it to you, plus we moved our frickin' outpost there. Oh, but Shingpo has fallen. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna need another army. We're gonna need another army to move down here and deal with this, or all of our allies will lose all their territory, and yeah, we could take it back, but it's not like they're liable to get vassalized anyway. And looks like Nikai is back on the map as well, or at least I thought I saw him there for a second. Look here, you're going out here to retake the city, yada yada yada. Okay, well, there's moves to make, but unfortunately I believe we're out of time, so I'm gonna have to call it. Next time, Vilitch, you're going to move northward towards this to vassalize the Cool, and essentially get this territory for ourselves. We're gonna have to leave this to somebody else. Because I don't feel like moving Vilitch all the way down here. After Kolek claims Ice Spewer, maybe we'll tell him to attack it. He might fail, but he also might hurt the army enough so that it's no longer viable, and then Vilitch can block off the rest of the passageway through by taking the Writhing Fortress and these territories. Hopefully that works. We'll also try to heal up Barbaros and then send him around to start dishing out damage to these armies, and maybe get another army up and running while we wait for Zhao Ming to continue sieging. Stay tuned for hopefully an epic siege. Don't forget to leave a like and comment for your friendly neighborhood heretic. All glory to the algorithm. and thanks for watching.